my side, so it's okay. So, my objective is to get to the Ezekiel from mount, okay? But before I get there, I have to position my arms in a way where it's easy for me to access. So I always start, when I have somebody in side control, I'm always reaching for the armpit, and I'm not going over, I'm bringing him to me. So now I'm imagining my shoulder touching my palm. A lot of the times they're going to want to go ahead and defend this, which allows me to come up just, not entirely over because you grab my leg. I just want to feed my knee through all the way to the ground and use this part of my hand to climb up, okay? A lot of the times it just allows me to get here, okay? If they get this inside, that's how I feed my Ezekiel. Okay, so a lot of the times they want to bring this arm down because they don't want me to come high. So when they come down, I let them come down. And I have to block this part of his head. So now I have a lock in here, okay? I have this part of his elbow trapped, and all I need to do is just reach in, not from my forefingers, but from deep in my knuckles, all the way through. And it's like I'm shooting a gun. I'm gonna come in, all the way across, and just cut. Okay?
Do you extend, you do this action?
I'm actually pushing through and lifting my right elbow.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now is the hand on the neck or is it the forearm?
So my forearm, my hand comes through,
Like a knife.
and I'm coming through his jawline. I just want to block his carotid on this side. Once I'm blocking, he's already choking. For me to choke the other side of the carotid, I need to bring my elbow up.
Is it a
Okay.
fist or a straight hand?
Which one?
Your hand going over his neck.
It doesn't matter. I'm just shooting. I'm shooting like a gun, because if I have my fingers
Oh,
loose, he's going to grab my
okay.
fingers.
Okay, good.
I'm coming right through, I'm blocking, and I'm coming up.
Okay.
Okay, but for me to get this position, I already have half the game already won from my initial point of contact, which is my crossface. I'm here, I come over, he wants to shoot his arm down, great, I'm already in. If you put your fingers loose inside, you're gonna hurt your fingers. You gotta put them all the way through. I block, I shoot, and I come up. Okay? It's not about staying tight. I really want to separate from him at this point. Okay? Okay?
I hope you guys saw that.
Any questions?
Show me again.
5 more, please.
Just it's very important to get that side control. The crossface is really important. I grab the armpit. Sometimes I can't grab the gi, so I just grab the armpit and I bring him to me. Once I bring him to me, I already have a Von Flue choke on it. If I stick tight on it, he will choke out. He'll pass out. But this allows him to start moving, which allows my foot to come through. If he shoots inside, that's great. I block. Enough time for me to feed my collar. If I'm here, it allows him to start fighting. I block right side with my elbow, left side with my head. I grab, I shoot, and then I come up.
Jules, lift your body up so they can see what you're doing with your hand.
With my head or my head?
With your hand. Just so they can see you.
I'm here, right?
Do it at the neck.
I come all the way through these set of knuckles. Like I'm gonna cross his face. Just enough to be able to block his carotid. Then I use the other hand to lift like I'm cutting the back of his neck to block the other side. It's very quick, you know. Sometimes you try to get all the way across to come to this side, but it's a battle and you're coming across his trachea. It's not nice. But my objective is just to cut off the blood supply to his head. Okay? You see that okay?
When you do an Ezekiel, Professor, from any position, do you find that same
Yes.
situation?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always use this part as a position, and this is my... I always look at it as if I'm slicing somebody's neck, whether it's from front or back.
You're very violent.
And now
It's a
you know
gentle-
why when Jean-Jacques said, someone asked a similar question on how to get out of something, and Jean-Jacques goes, "Who does that to you?" Jules. It's always Jules.
It's half the fight is controlled at the beginning. If you have your entire side controlling one part of his face, you've already won the battle. That's 70% of your choke comes from the right hand. From the first hand. If this is not connected very well, he can always feed the hand through, defend, and it becomes a different fight. But if I have control, I'm already controlling his neck. He's already, if he talks now, say something.
Check 1, 2.
The change is already here. He's already choking, okay? But to really get full control, I have to come up. Even if he grabs my leg, I don't care. He's fighting the bottom, trying to avoid the mount. I'm already in. Okay, so if my objective is not so much the mount, but the Ezekiel, I'll let him take my leg. Because he's going, oh, he's going to mount me, he's going to mount me. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yep.
Listen, when you base your elbow at the last step, you base your elbow at right to next to his shoulder or a little bit above his shoulder?
So a lot of the times I want to control his elbow from coming up. And this allows me the opportunity to feed everything in. But for me to control that, I have to have my head down. If I control the head, I control the rest of the body. Okay? If I'm here and I'm doing this, there's a margin of error that he can get out of. Right? I'm here, I control everything, then I can start making the fight. Make sense? All right. 1, 2, 3.